And rolling.
All right, Fangoria here at Dark Delicacies in Burbank, California. I'm here with the signing of the Screaming in High Hills, the rise and fall of the Scream Queen era. And I'm here with, I guess you could say, the Three Musketeers. All right. At Fangoria, if you're watching this, you obviously need no introduction to these three gals, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. We have Linnea Quigley, Brinke Stevens, and Michelle Bauer. We're getting ready. We're just about ready to do a signing, but we had a couple minutes to chat with them, and so I just want to ask a couple standard questions that you probably have asked or been asked a dozen or so times. But you have all been in the genre for so long now. Something like this seems to me like it should have happened a long time ago. Why now? What did Jason come to you, or was this something that you've been waiting for someone to come to you and say, "Hey, I got this project in mind." Boom.
Jason came to us and asked us to be in the documentary, which we thought was going to be just this little thing, you know, that wouldn't go nowhere. And because we didn't know Jason, we didn't know what the project really was, and it started to grow bigger and bigger.
Jason's probably our biggest fan, so he put together this wonderful love letter to us. And it's funny because it's 20 years later, but there's been this resurgence for the 80s. So suddenly we're popular again.
Now, on that note, the 80s, the VHS boom was obviously pivotal to all of your careers. Now DVD, Blu-ray, it looks like it could suffer kind of the same fate as VHS with everything going on online, streaming. How has the genre changed since day one, since you all first started screaming? Has it?
I think it changed when we stopped working.
Mm-hmm.
When we phased out, when the video phase phased out and the B-movie craze went, I think that's when the change took a big, huge downturn, and it changed forever, and it hasn't been the same since.
Everybody that could get a video camera got a video camera and
Yeah.
started to shoot some schlock stuff.
And any girl that came through the door was a new Scream Queen.
Yes.
I'm glad you bring that up. So a lot of girls, a lot of pretty faces come and go, but instead of doing the 5-6 year span in the horror genre, you are still working. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, you each have turned in about 5 movies last year alone, you know, on each of you. So what is it about the horror genre that you keep coming back to?
I can say I've done actually 10 movies this year, and it's because horror fans are the most wonderful, loyal fans that you can ever ask for. And no matter how old you get, they still love you.
Yeah.
And there's the also, like she was saying about the resurgence, there was young boys that were 11 and 12 watching our movies unbeknownst to their mommies, and they grew up and became directors and movie makers and wanted to have that again, and they wanted to make their own movies. And so then we get contacted and say, I loved what you did, you were my best dreams at night when I was a kid, and I would really like to do a movie, would you want to be in it? And so it recreated a whole new, she said resurgence is a perfect word of the B movies and what we did. They wanted to make it their favorite movies that they used to watch when they were kids.
Now, on the subject of filmmakers and directors, 2 names that you've constantly been in works with is Fred Olen Ray and Dave Dakota, if I got that correct. What is it about those 2 guys that you still work with them today? You're almost like a film family.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
agree?
They're awesome, sexy, and hot.
Yes. Yes.
Well, we already knew that, but you know, besides that, is it that they just brought out the best in y'all, or is it something that they were just so easy to work with?
We have a
the
golden
ideas?
friendship over the years, and I would do anything for Fred Olen Ray, even today. And Dave Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
I have such a huge respect for these people. They're honest. They would have your back in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
They've never shorted you, cheated you, always honest and true to the sense of the word. Just beautiful, beautiful people.
And they turn out a lot of movies.
Yeah.
They really established themselves in the late 80s, early 90s. They had independent studios, which don't exist in the same form today. So they were like Roger Corman. They were like Charlie Band at Empire, American Independent, Fred, Rapid Heart, Dave Dakota. They had factories and they hired us. So they were our main employers.
and still are, like doing Cougar Cult was great, and then I think Michelle worked with David on something just recently, and Cougar Cult's in Redbox, which is the big coup, you know, to have, and David's like working, you know, every day, you know, 8 to 5 every day, plus, you know, when he films, just working on his own product.
Fair enough. Now, this is a Fangoria interview, so I got to fanboy out a little bit here. Not just so much for myself or John, but for everyone watching this. A couple fanboy questions for all three of you. Do you prefer playing the victim or the villainess?
Oh, the villainess.
It is. It's better to be the villain.
Someone's hesitant.
I just like that alter ego of me. I like to be just sexy and aggressive.
So it's almost a no-brainer. Bad girls.
Yeah.
Bad girls.
Yes, we're bad girls.
Yeah, you're
Bad
not
girls.
sexy, so it's like a big jump.
Another fanboy question or Fangoria question is the three of you have done so many movies. What is, besides the ones that you all were in together, what is your favorite of your peers here?
I have an answer for that. Yesterday, we were shooting a movie, all three together, called The Trouble with Barry. And we got to play ourselves. We were called by our own names. We played B-movie actresses, well, film within a film. So it's really fun when you can all work together and play yourselves.
Would you say that when you are on set together, whether it's playing yourselves or just being in the same room together, it's not even work, right? I mean, it's kind
No.
of like just, hey.
No, you know what was so much fun yesterday was that the gentleman we were working with, he was very nervous and he was very green and he hadn't been doing this a real long time, and we all just waltzed in, don't worry, it's gonna be fine, and we settled him down and he got real comfortable after a while, but it was just good to bring in the comfort to the set and let him know that he could totally depend on us, and it went really well, and he was very, very happy that we weren't the problem. It was real hot. We're in this garage doing these scenes, and he goes, "Oh, you guys, I'm sorry, but let's just get it done." And he's looking at us going, "Oh, okay. I thought this might be a little bit of a problem, but you girls are real troopers. But yeah, we're seasoned, we're veterans."
And there's a chemistry between us because we have worked together.
Yeah.
So we know how the other person's going to say their lines. And it's so smooth. It just becomes so easy.
It just goes like clockwork.
And we laugh at each other during rehearsals, like, because we just love each other, you know?
So I guess the last question I have for you is, it's you've been through it all. Slumber Party Massacres, chainsaws, evil tunes. My question to you all, though, is being through all that stuff, what actually scares you three?
Real people. real people.
Yeah.
They scare me.
In this town, there's never a shortage of weird people to scare you even more.
Right.
So you would say weird people.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of spiders.
Spiders.
They have too many legs and they move funny. I don't like them.
Spiders. All right.
I'm afraid of heights. Does that matter?
Yes. Oh yes.
I'm scared to death of heights.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Ooh.
get me on a ladder, I can't come down.
I get scared of rats too. I wouldn't kill them, but I am scared of them. Yes. So.
Understandable. Spiders, rats, and heights. Even the Scream Queens have real life fears, just like all of us. But on that note, I'm gonna wrap it up because I'm sure people are ready to get going out there. But is there anything else? Anything you want to promote? Websites? You said there was a new movie that you just worked on. Anything else you got coming out?
Well, the new movie is Trouble with Barry, and we're here to sign Screaming in High Heels by Jason Collum. And we're so thankful and grateful to still be in demand and in the public eye.
Yes, and thank you very much. I'm honored.
Oh yeah. And if we went on about our future projects, the interview wouldn't end.
It's a whole nother era.
Yes.
So.
Come see us, Linnea and I, and Fred Olin Ray at Cinema Wasteland in October.
In October, we'll be together.
There you have it. All right, fans. Thanks for checking out,
Thank you.
and have a good night.